Hey, what is up, Barrels for Hope members? Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. I see some people in the chat. So we were waiting on a few board members, but we don't know where they're at. But with our crazy lives and schedules and, our president running a distillery and Kim's already in Austin, Texas for the Still Austin pick, there's just no telling where everybody is. So we didn't want to keep you guys waiting. So you might just have to look at Brian and I's ugly faces tonight. What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy?
I'm great, Lance. How are you?
Good, man. Thanks for joining us. We got a lot of exciting news for you guys tonight. It may be a really quick stream if it's just Brian and I on here, especially with Josh not gabbing so much. The time should really go fast, so we might get through this pretty quick tonight. As always, guys, if you have any questions, please post them in the chat. Brian and I will try our best to see what we can answer. I see Bourbon Engineers in the house. What's up, buddy? Liz B, sipping on Whiskey War. Oh, we were just in Columbus, Ohio, Liz, for Steven Wilson Jr. concert. And we were supposed to go there, but we got a flat tire on our way there, and we didn't make it for dinner. But I've had Whiskey War before, and at least I think I had the double oaked. It was really good. Have you ever had that, Brian?
I have not. I'll have to try that.
It's really good. Corey's in the house. Earl's in the house, back from vacation. Oh, Earl's going to be on the Still Austin pick. Nice.
That's going to be such a good pick.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that, man. They're riots.
You're going to have so much fun.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Gary Botchman, what's up, dude? Ed Sturgar, he's all excited because it's opening day of baseball season. So
my Braves just lost. Bum.
Oh, I think my Cardinals should be in first place. I'm going to take a screenshot of that right now.
1-0.
Unless they blew the four-run lead they had, which is possible. Dan, what's up, Dan? Bourbon Engineer. Thank goodness Brian spells Brian correctly.
Right. That's right.
Well, guys, I guess we'll start off by telling you guys what this month's allocations are. I say it every month, but huge shout out to Narav and A1 for helping us. He donates these bottles, and then we're able to do an auction. We are in the process of trying to get a temporary Tennessee liquor license to run our own auction this time. That way we have more money to give back to charity, and we don't have to give a cut to whoever runs it. So we are working on that. Kim's doing a great job of that. Hopefully that goes good, and we'll have that for you guys at the year-end event. But this year's picks are Yellowstone. This month's allocations are Yellowstone 101, Remus 7, and Weller 12. So those are some bottles you guys will see in the auction. I guess, we've had a little bit of, it's been hard to keep track of what picks were year one, what picks were year two, and what picks are now for year three. So I kind of wanted to just give you guys an update on those so you have it, so you can kind of keep track. We only have one bottle to get you guys from year two. So on March 1st, which would have been the end of year two, I ran all the names so that anybody that drops, if you drop out of membership or whatever, you're still going to get your Bardstown bottle. And that Bardstown bottle, talked to Narav, I met with him last Saturday, and we're just waiting. I think it's in Chicago. We're waiting on a PO, and then it's going to be shipped to A1, and then we can get it to you guys. So as far as we know, the barrel's not lost. we know where it is. We're just waiting for all the logistics to get it to A1, and then once it does, we'll be able to ship that out to you guys. But I would hope in the next couple of weeks we have you guys Bardstown pick, and that would be the last bottle from year two. For year three, the first pick is the Still Austin Rye, which people are heading to Austin, Texas this weekend. That pick will be Monday. Can't wait to have that. The big news is today we just locked down two picks, actually, but one pick we locked down was Driftless Glen. So we'll have a group of people, and we'll let you guys know. I think that pick's going to be in June, but we're going to have a group of people head to Wisconsin and help us pick that. If you guys haven't been to Driftless Glen, very cool, smaller distillery. They've got lots of interesting, cool stuff they're doing. So that should be a fun pick. The other pick we locked down today was a Jack Daniel's single barrel proof bourbon. So that's the one we were really trying to get, either that or the rye. And we were able to lock in a bourbon. That will be May 14th. We really didn't have a lot of options to pick from, and we had to lock the date down immediately. So May 14th, I believe the pick's at 10:30. We'll be posting soon so we can do a randomizer for those of you that haven't ever gone on a pick and want to try to get in on either the Driftless or the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. We'll have spots for those. We're working on well, can I say what we're working on? I don't want to get two people too excited. Maybe I shouldn't say what we're working on. So yeah. There's a couple more that we're working on that are very exciting, very cool picks to round out the last two. Oh, the other one that I'm 99% sure we have locked down, we're just trying to get a date, is Knob Creek Cask Strength Rye. So we'll be doing one of the first cask strength rye picks with Knob Creek. We're just trying to lock down a date, and I don't know what the problem is, but it's kind of hard getting that date locked down. But we're close. So if we get all those, we'd only have 2 more picks for year 3, and we're looking into doing some pretty cool stuff on those. So, what do you think, Brian? Those sound good?
Sounds amazing. Can't wait.
Let's see. Dan S. said Dell's Trip. Yep. Oh, Liz B. said Driftless Glen. Yes. And then Terry said Jack Daniel's. Let's go. Yeah. I'm super excited we got that, man. That's one I really wanted. So those are our picks. Those are our allocations. I know we've kind of seemed like there's been a little bit of a lull, and there definitely has been. That's just the way this cycle goes with Barrels for Hope and with picks in general. As the year goes on, it starts really ramping up, and then they all start coming out at the end of the year. So even though we, haven't been communicating overly, there's been a lot going on behind the scenes trying to get all these things going on. So just so you guys know, we're working very hard for you guys. And as always, we really appreciate everything you guys do. Thanks for supporting the organization and helping us make bourbon fun and help other people. It's awesome. Let's see. Oh, Ed said, hell yes. Yeah, dude. I knew Ed would be happy about that.
Yeah.
Bourbon
is how we feel.
Yeah. Bourbon Engineer, happy to host some folks for Jack Daniel's pick after, and we can crash Top Dog's house when he's not. Oh, that sounds like a great plan, man. Let's do that. That sounds like a good plan. All right. With that being said, I'll just kick it over to Brian real quick, and he can tell us about Patreon, because I know people have been wanting to know what's going on. So Brian, what's the news?
Yeah, just a real quick Patreon Exodus update. We have been working behind the scenes on this Exodus, and working with Jason Cruitt on this. And we have we've started working on the wireframes, and we're working on building out the website and integration with WooCommerce. And a lot of work will be taking place over the next few days and next week. So we do anticipate a lot of work coming soon and a bigger update for you, certainly next month, but hopefully even before then. So yeah, real quick update, but a lot more progress should be made by the next live stream. So excited to see what will happen.
Yeah, and obviously thanks to Brian and Jason, and Josh has been working on that as well to get all that going. And it's not an easy task, but we'll get it done, and it'll pay off, I think, in the end. But we want to make sure we got everything right, and that we got all the bugs worked out before we kick it over. Because
yep, for sure.
yeah, we don't want people to be confused or lost when it happens. And the hard part is, like, we know that we have members that aren't on Discord, and then we have members, everybody's on Patreon, but some people may not even know how to access Patreon anymore. That's why it's going to be really nice if we can get everybody moved over to have the email system and the website system. I think it'll work out good. Plus, we're not giving $12,000 a year to Patreon.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So, and that helps us. We talked about this before, but that's going to help us, not have to raise dues. That's one of the big points that, if barrel prices keep going up, maybe they won't now that the market's crashing a little bit. But if they do, we like the price point where it's at, and we don't want to have to raise dues. We're really trying to avoid that, because it may seem like we're getting a ton of money, but operations for something like this is a big chunk of money. And we make the 40,000 that we want to donate, but we want to donate more. And it's not like that's a slam dunk every year. We have to work Brian knows we have to work numbers, and he has to tell us no and watch us. And it's definitely not an easy task, is it, Brian?
No. But we got this. We'll figure it out, and we'll keep y'all posted along the way. So appreciate y'all's patience, and expect more to come soon.
Yeah, for sure. And really the last thing that I had on our agenda is just talking to you guys about the year-end event, and how important it is that we really want to get as many people there as possible. We're able to cut ticket prices almost in half. Kim's been working like crazy to do that. She's been, wheeling, dealing, and doing her thing. And I think this year's event is going to be amazing. But we do need to sell more tickets for it. I mean, we sold a lot, but we need to sell more tickets so we don't lose money, or, we definitely don't want to have to cancel it or anything. So, so if you guys can make the year-end event, that would be amazing. It's just a really good time. I think the coolest thing about last year was just getting to know everybody and develop those relationships, and, create a stronger bond in this community. It was really an amazing time. I had the best time last year. And then watching Dan cry like a baby was pretty cool too. So we all cried, but Dan's Mr. Tough Guy. He doesn't really cry, but we got him to cry. But yeah, man, it's going to be a great time. The bottle share is going to be amazing. We're not going to have, cheap, bad alcohol at the end of the event. So, if you were at last year's bottle share, every night's bottle share was crazy. I tried stuff from, I don't even know what I was trying, man. What was the Old Forester that was there? It was like, it was pre-Prohibition Old Forester. It was crazy. It was, man, there were some great pours. So, and I see Liz in the chat, and Liz, we're going to make sure Liz, I think I can say this and she doesn't mind, but she's afraid of heights. So we're going to make sure you're taken care of this year, Liz. We're going to make sure, if you're there, if you're able to make it. So, yeah, Corey said, if you didn't make it last year, y'all should, trust me. Yeah. And I get it. The first year excitement's super high. Everybody wants to be there. And then second year, it's not that it's not exciting, but it's like, oh, I went last year, so I don't need to go this year. But I think you guys are going to want to be there this year. We got some other things in the works too for those people that are there. So, yeah, Ed said it was a pre-Prohibition Old Forester. Yeah, that was so good, man. It was really good. Liz is going to be there. All right. So yeah, if you guys don't know, I posted the Google Doc on Patreon, and you can just go fill that out, and then Brian will invoice you later, and you can break your payments up into two if you want. You can pay it all at once or just split it into two payments. And if y'all have any questions about the invoicing, any concerns, reach out to me directly and we can chat. If that's what's keeping you from being there, reach out to me. We'll make it work. Yeah. And you know, if there's friends or family you want to bring, I mean, go for it. So, you can share that link with anybody you want. Everybody's welcome. It should be a great time. It should be a good time. Man, I think that's it. This is look 15 minutes when Josh isn't here. When Josh is here,
Efficiency.
we can't even get it under an hour. If you guys have questions, man, feel free to ask. I'll answer anything I can. Just don't get me in trouble with Bill or Kim or anybody else. Oh
They're
yeah,
not here to cause trouble. So
yeah, but normally I don't try to cause trouble, and then I say too much. I say stuff I'm not supposed to say yet because I'm horrible at keeping secrets. So if you guys want me to leak something, now's the time to ask when those people aren't on the call. So, and then that'll teach them for not getting on.
That's
here.
right.
Bourbon Engineer said the room prices are awesome. The room prices are incredible, Brian. Golly. Anytime I have ever went to Nashville and there's not that our event is like this insane big event, but I always go to Nashville when there's some event, and it seems like they double or triple the room prices, and you're always paying $500 a night for a room in Nashville. Yep. It's crazy. So I think they were under $200 a night. I think's what we ended up negotiating. So yeah. So thanks to Bourbon Engineer for his connections on that. Brian Rasky asked, and Brian's an accountant too. So Brian asked, is there any other expenses we can reduce? I'm assuming he's saying, oh, there he said reduce or cut. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, other than Patreon, it's not like we're not spending money on anything, guys. It's just the expenses of running a business. I don't know, Brian, you see all the numbers, but
yeah, our overall expenses are very minimal, other than the Patreon fees and then our barrel picks. And I'll be posting our 2024 financials here soon, working on submitting the 990, the Form 990. We'll do that this weekend. Encountered a few challenges there since we've crossed over the 200K threshold. But yeah, y'all will see that our overall expenses are very minimal aside from obviously the barrel expenses. So, but yeah, we're always looking at that and seeing, but it's really the barrels and obviously the Patreon fees that we'll hopefully have a solution for here soon.
Yeah, the barrels are the most expensive part, and without A1, we wouldn't be able to make this thing work. So we're seeing every day how important and valuable that relationship is, and how awesome it is for Nirav to let us have those barrels at cost. Because without it, we'd be, I don't know if we'd be able to donate anything to charity if we weren't getting those at cost. So yeah, it's pretty awesome of you guys to be a part of it. We appreciate everything you guys do. Josh is Josh is working and caught in traffic and stuff. Yeah, he had a rough start to his day too. No worries, buddy. Brian and I got it. And we're cutting this meeting under 30 minutes without you here. Without Josh crying over everything.
He really has his feet propped up at home. He's just watching.
Yeah. One thing I know about Josh, I don't know if he relaxes enough. He's running around working like crazy. So
no.
He said that math checks out. All right, guys. I don't see any other questions, so you guys must be okay with everything. Ed said straight efficiency. Yeah, Brian and I are efficient. That's what it is. Yep. All right, guys. Well, we love you very much. Thanks for everything. If you can make the year-end event, July 26th, 27th, is that? I posted January today. But I'm blaming that on Kim because I asked her to check what I was posting, and she said it looked good, and then I posted January, so it's Kim's fault, not my fault.
January and July.
Yeah.
Everyone knew what you meant.
Yeah. So July, it is 20. Is it 25th, 26th, or 26th and 27th? I don't remember. Anyway, it's in July. You can look on Patreon and see. But yeah, man, if you can make it out there, make it. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have so much fun. But that's it, man. I'm really excited to be able to bring you guys these picks. Still Austin, Jack Daniels, Driftless Glen, Knob Creek, Cash Strength Rye, and 2 more yet to be named, which I think you guys will be very excited about. If
awesome lineup.
Pull them off. Yep. But I think we can. So,
yep.
All right. We love you guys. Thanks for everything. Brian, thanks for hopping on today.
Good to see you as always. Thanks, y'all.
All right. Later, everybody.
See ya.